Currently, my pictures are showing the stream is starting soon. Not actual the field or the picture of the ground, but just actually, there we go. I've got the ground up. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. Match soon to get underway between these two teams. The Sereknights taking on the Tokyo Titans. Match due to get underway in just under 4 minutes. Serennights Cricket Club winning the toss and electing to bat. Weather here in Sano currently 32 degrees, humidity just under 70%. It is overcast. You can see players out on the field from the Tokyo Titans. There's of course a T20 fixture here. 2 groups across the format. 14 teams involved, split into 2 groups. This is a Group A fixture. Serennights is currently sitting on top of the table with 1 win from their 1 match on 4 points. Tokyo Titans, well, it's their first outing in the T20 format this year. They'll be looking to make a good start. Starting first in the field. Game going on across on ground number 2 as well. As I say, play due to start at 2 p.m. local time. It's just over 2 minutes now. A list of the team on your screen. Some strong players with bat and ball across both teams. Should be an interesting battle. Perhaps par on this around 150 to 180, 160. I've seen teams defend totals of around 130 and 140, but this morning's game, well, that was just a fireworks display, really. 290 runs being scored. What was a one-sided battle victory. KKR taking maximum points and a massive net run rate as a result. Wombats, they were at the hands of the landslide victory. They will sit at bottom of the table alongside Max and Cheaper Sharks, yet to post a win. As I say, early on, just having the 1 round, perhaps this is round 2. So first ball about to get underway. Tokyo Titans just making final adjustments to the field. Mount Karasawa in the background of your picture. Adjacent to the cricket ground here, there's a shrine at the top of the ground. The shrine and the surrounding area full of cats. If you're a cat lover, a must see here in Sano. Sano known for its ramen. So past 2 p.m, first ball underway here in game 2, and the ball's near the widest line, but it's deemed good. The game is underway. Better ball, but it's been cut late. Protection there, however. Titans, they want to be sharp in the field. Start off well. Hopefully spreads throughout the entirety of the game. Very important, the first 6 overs in the T20 match, a power play. So only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Chance for the batters to attack early on. Does so, goes aerial, but it goes over behind point, and that'll go all the way for 4 runs. It's a good start. Thiramana just leans back on this, guides it over point almost. Doesn't need to use too much power. Just using the kinetic energy off the ball, deliver it at pace, and wonderful shot to get his innings underway. Keshkamat wanting to come back, perhaps a fuller ball this one. No, he's edged it, but overslip, and won't make it to the boundary. Important to see how well these batsmen run between the wickets. But yeah, first opportunity for the Sereknights. Just out of reach. First slip. They got a finger to it. Love to see the replay, but good delivery from Keshkamat. It's a good comeback after the boundary. 2 runs picked up, so by my count, still, yeah, it is. Thiramana still on strike here. Keshkamat just making a couple of adjustments to the field. Just angling in. It's a good line and length, testing one. Thiramana wanting a piece of it. He's looking to go aerial over the covers, and certainly if he'd connected, it would have been a boundary 4. It's a risky shot though. Always be misguided or nabbed by that cover region. You can see there on your picture, the 3 on the right from point through to extra cover. This time it's a drop and run. Could be an opportunity. Missed opportunity. Oh, that'd be costly. The non-striker, it's just slow off the mark. Very slow off the mark. In the end, The Mana gets through for a single and will retain the strike. 1 over gone. 8 for no loss. Saying the new bowler starts off with a pretty good line and length. Comes bustling in on a bit of an angle, as Hussain. Slip in place for the Titans. Gathers pace towards the end of his run-up. Big appeal, being hit on the pad. Shy at the stumps, direct hit. Still happening here, and overthrows. Just for the full range of excitement. First strong appeal, perhaps a bit high, maybe down leg. They sneak off for a single and beautifully fielded with a direct hit from the Shy. That resulted in an overthrow, however. Sereknights, they are up to 10. Started pretty well here. Very straight delivery that's been swept. And a risky shot to play, really, from Thiramana. Could so have easily missed out, making contact with the ball, and probably would have seen the finger go up on appeal. Spotting honing in on the wickets as Hussain, his first 3 deliveries. Support, praise coming from the field, his teammates egging each other on, wanting a quick early breakthrough here. It's a good line and length and just a bit lazy or a bit casual for the first ball. Yeah. He's only faced the 1 ball and he's had to watch his partner for the first 9 deliveries. Wide one. Goes onto the back foot but chooses not to swing at it, being so wide. It's a better line just outside of off stump, and you can see the anguish, the bowler's body language. That didn't miss the off stump by too much. Wonderful delivery, and it's the line and length as captain would love to see Hussain hone in on. Again, he beats the bat. He's all over the batsman here, as Hussain. It was a good finish to the over. Just the 2 off it. 2 overs down, 12 on the board for the Sereknights. As mentioned earlier, they sit atop of the table, having 1 victory, that over KKR. KKR in action this morning, posting 290 runs, a huge total. And a very decisive victory over the Tokyo Wombats. Group 2 sees 4 teams all at the top of the table on equal points, having had 1 victory each, only 1 round being played across the majority of the teams. But leading that table, we have the familiar sight of the Tigers Cricket Club. Alongside them are the Rising Stars, Sano and the Wyverns Cricket Club. Games coming up for those teams next weekend. Games to continue throughout July and August, with culminating in the finals being played in September. Sajid has been tossed the ball. He's running in from the mountain end. Played very well last weekend, did Sajid. Bowls into the wicket, brings it back into the batsman, into the right-hand batsman. Tricky to play. He often bowls just that short of length. The delivery can be difficult to play, especially if you're not comfortable on the back foot. Caught, taken, juggled 3 perhaps times. We'll hopefully get done on the replay. Good work from our cameraman catching that. Ball went quickly. Thiramana, he just plays a late cut, and 1, 2, gets it on the 3rd go. Kept calm and relatively easy the last part of the action to take the dismissal. And it's a good catch for the Titans. First wicket falls here at Sano. Sereknights 12 for 1. Another good delivery from Sajid. Yeah, the earlier catch taken by Thakur. Thiramana having to depart. There's 8 runs coming from 11 balls. wicket 5. As I say, Sajid bowled beautifully last weekend. Took wickets, but just really troubled the batsman. Bowls that really short of length, seaming into the batsman, often cramping you. Very uncomfortable to play. Can he finish with a wicket maiden? His final delivery. And he just strays down leg. That's the commentator's curse. And in effect, once again, really whips his arm through the last part of his motion. His gather and release. Certainly the arm is coming through at speed, sometimes more difficult to pick up for the batsman, just where the release point is, whether it's going to be a short ball, full. It's a short and it's been played wonderfully, square. Quite a long boundary out there, 60, perhaps 65 metres. Won't make it, but a comfortable 2 nonetheless. And confident looking shot really from Mudithat, getting off the mark. Three overs gone, halfway through the power play. I think you have to say the Sereknights are on top, taking 1 wicket, and run rate sits below 6. Been a pretty disciplined start from their bowling and fielding outfit. Clamps down on it. It's Hussein's start of his second over from the school end here at Sano. Titans, well, I guess I'll be looking to try and bowl out or limit the number of runs scored by Sereknights to perhaps around 150. Should be confident, be able to chase a score under that mark. An appeal, but half-hearted really, and no support from his teammates. Just a well boundary so far for Team Sereknights. Came earlier off Thiramana, a lovely 4 shot. But since then, that happened in the first over. Since then, the Titans have kept it pretty tight. This foolish, an appeal, but never out. Batsman well within his crease. comes forward, drives, not in total control of the shot, but it will result in 4 runs nonetheless. Batsman just looking to be a bit more aggressive, takes a stride down the wicket, and then just relies on hand-eye coordination, looking to hit over covers, got a bit thickish, got him behind point, gully, ran away for 4 runs, a much needed boundary for the Sereknights total. We're wanting to take advantage of the final 2 overs of the power play, try and push that run rate up to around 7. This time it goes onto the back foot, pulls, looks for 2, be nerved on, spurred on from the teammates and pushing hard in terms of the running. Every run counts. This could be a tight match, this one. 4 overs gone, just 2 remaining in the power play, 22 for 1. Fifth over about to get underway. It's Sajid, and he's appealed for a no given, not out. Thought he was in with a real chance of that one. Probably just adjudged to be too high. But a great delivery, and the batsman just signalling to his teammate. It's seaming off the pitch into the batsman. Very difficult to play if the line and length are right from the bowler. And Sajid, well, he's doing that. Getting cramps the batsman who goes to cut. You can see from the very strong field set. Slip, gully, backward point and point. The 4 fielders alongside the wicketkeeper. Fine leg in place just in case he sways a little bit down leg. He has cover there. It's a good, very good field setting for the type and nature of his deliveries. Sajid, 1 for 3. So after 9 deliveries, it's a wonderful start for his team. Nine balls remain in the power play. But just the quality of the bowling is not allowing the batsman to take advantage of any boundary shots. 4 dots. You feel something's got to give this next ball. Perhaps Bharat Chigat just looks to somehow get a single. Turn it on the onside. Pushing and running, perhaps you might give his body some room to open up an area of the field that he's targeting. At the moment, he's just falling victim to these very good deliveries from Sajid. perhaps an option, stepping out more onto the on, giving yourself room and going to cut, use the pace of Soji. Just one delivery left in his fine opening 11 deliveries. Will we see a maiden bowled in over number 5 for the Sereknights and for the Tokyo Titans? It's a peel, but I think the bowler knows it, always going down leg side. End of the over though, a fabulous one at that. 1 for 3, Soji's figures after his 2 overs. Interesting to see if captain will bring him back for another, give him a third, perhaps hold him back for his final over at the death. Hussain to continue, hit straight and hit straight down mid-on's throat. Did not really have to move an inch. The second wicket falls here. Perhaps batsman looking to go straighter, and just the movement of the seam created the ball not to be executed as perfectly had the batsman wanted. The result being caught comfortably. Wasantha, the new batter to the wicket for the Sereknights. So far, just 5 deliveries left in the power play to say that Sereknights are on top. 22 runs being taken thus far, and also 2 wickets. And bowler pulls out of his run-up, just not happy with the encroaching the artificial turf. Looks to be sand or perhaps a mixture of sawdust laid there for the safety of the bowler. Creates an even run-up. Neither batsman set, really. His 1 has come from 11 balls, but Wasantha, he's just new to the wicket, so the final over of the power play, perfect position for the Titans to be in. They won't get hurt too much in this over. And, they'll be thrilled with the result of how the first 6 overs have gone. Hit and mid-on again. Will take the catch comfortably, not really having to move. Again, a batsman's error, just picking out the fielder. And you can understand him wanting to be more aggressive, not be afraid to go aerial. Perhaps looking to go a bit straighter. But in the end, caught comfortably. Third wicket falls. Sereknights struggling. 22 for 3. Titans well on top. 2 balls remaining in the power play. Strays a little bit down leg and well picked up by Silva. First delivery he's faced, but he executes the shot well. Using the pace, really just needing to get some sort of deflection off the bat onto it. Does well not to get it leading edge. Just turns around the corner for a well-needed 4 runs. Sereknights struggling here. This time, just defending off the back foot, end of the over, 6 gone. The power play has come to an end. 26 for 3. Well, the first few rounds of this match have fallen in favour of the Tokyo Titans. Played well, but well fielded also. Well, protection in place there. See on your camera there, point and backward point. Gully in the first slip. Perhaps fly slip position. Sereknights, well, they need to construct a bit of a partnership. Sajid, of course. And what is his third over? The captain's decided to roll the dice, give him another, see if we can just chip away another wicket, put further pressure on Sereknights. He's bowled absolutely brilliantly. His first 14 deliveries anyway. And a big appeal, and given not out. Just wonder if he was struck outside of line. Sala Wikrama on strike. He's just got the solitary run from his 14 balls thus far. Pressure on him to try and catch up. And, well, he devises a plan that is unsuccessful. Played well up below the ball, pass through to the keeper. Nigel Silva, his partner, well, he started off with a wonderful boundary. And another great delivery. Abdullah Sajid, excellent bowling. Really high quality. You can see why he hasn't gone for many runs. Proving very difficult to play. Is he on track for a second maiden? And yes, he is. 2 maidens, and both of them coming in overs. 2 and 3 for him. First over, 1 for 3, of which his figures are great bowling from Abdullah Saeed. At the moment, Sereknights, they're not going to win the match going at this rate. Now under 4 and over. You're not going to win a game of cricket with 80 runs on the board, so they'll need to be a bit more aggressive. Perhaps that needs to be led by Arakchige, Asala Wikrama Arakchige. He perhaps needs to be more aggressive. Here we see him with some aggression from his partner Silva, and some nice aggression. I think it did pitch short. Umpire's just checking. But a boundary for the Sereknights team, a much needed one. 6, the maximum. Oh, you could feel something was going to give. And Silva, he was the man to do it. Just freeing, moving his front leg, getting through with his arms. Kept his head in good position. This time he goes, it's aerial. And it's not in control, but too wide of backward point. And the 2 runs as a result picked up. This is better from the Sereknights. If they're unable to find the boundary rope, at least picking up those singles or 2s in between. Give them something to bowl at. They need to get a score up of at least 110, 120. Sweeps at it and swings, sorry. Could have gone anywhere. It's over point's head, not too far. By no means in control of the shot, but he's playing, looking to be aggressive, and that's understandable. Since Manaji Silva's come in, he's just looked to go for his shots. No fear of losing his wicket, something his team can much do with. His partner plays out cover for no run. 1 ball remains in over number 8, scored just at 35. Maximum in the 2 and 1 that followed up from Silva has got that run rate up above 4. Still it sits below 5. That's not enough for the team. Defended. And the end of the over, 35 for 3, 8 gone. So this will be Saeed's last over. Captains, perhaps, just thought I'd give him another bowler spell out. He's bowled beautifully for his 1 for 7. 1 for 3, sorry. There's the figures. And is it over? It is. It's safely over. For a moment, I thought he had his second. Saji, but batsman using the pace and using the angle of his bat to get it above gully. Wasn't too far from nabbing that out of the air, was gully. Sereknights, Silva, he certainly come out aggressively, looking to play every ball. He's up against the might of Sajid. Sajid is bowled well. This will be a good contest, this one, and just passes over off stump. Another coat of varnish, he might have been on his way. Slashes at it, slashes well enough though, flies out over the cover region, across the boundary rope before. Another 4 for Silva. Manaji Silva, now he's added a bit of impetus to this innings for Sereknights. He's gotten away with a couple. Fortune favours the brave. He shoots up to 21 runs just off 8 balls. Real thorn in the side for the Titans. Changes up to pace. Smart bowling. Abdullah using his brain on that occasion, just taking all the pace out of it. Beats the batsman. I was expecting ball to travel through a lot quicker. Lost all his timing and shape. Played beautifully, splendidly along the cover, along the carpet. And that's a wonderful 4. The third 4 of the over, and off the bowling of Abdullah Saeed. It's been a really good over, this one, for the Sereknights. They just were angling along in the power play. Just a 4 below, times below 4, and just over 4 and over. Well, the run rate not far from 6 now. Oh, it's a great delivery. God, he cuts down on it. Silva claims down, saving his wicket. That would have been crashing into middle and off. And, well, the over and spell comes to the end for Abdullah Sajid. Bowled beautifully for his 1 for 16, even though he got a little hurt in that final over, going for 13 runs. Previously to that, his bowl just went for the 3. Warm Saturday afternoon here in Sano, 33 degrees and overcast. Humidity around 60. Looks to be a Japanese women's squad training on ground 2. Perhaps just going through some scenarios or open wicket practice. Gasp from the bowler. This is Thakur, his first, bowling from the school end. Wideish, but not wide enough to be ruled so. Batsman stretching for it, but missing out. Silva, he's it's been a highlights reel from him. Most balls he's been aiming to hit for a boundary. Some have been executed perfectly, others have given opportunity. 25 of 13. This time he pulls and it'll go for 4 runs into the stand. Fielder unable to keep that in field to his best of his ability. Silva quickly onto that back foot and just doing enough to beat the fielder. He continues to deal in boundaries, does Silva. Again, another shot. The Titans field is all scrambling. There'll be a short break after the 10th over. Teams have around 2 minutes just to take on some hydration. It is warm. It's part of the player welfare here in Japan cricket. 4 runs. Fielder can only take that once it's past the boundary line. I thought he'd come around a bit deep. I don't know why he hadn't tried to cut the ball off earlier, but the result is 4 runs. I see as the angle, so unable to stop that boundary to the Sereknights team. The 10 over mark is up. It's been a wonderful performance so far from Silva, who's just really come in and boosted the run rate boosted their belief after Thirumanana fell for 8, then followed quickly by Madutha for 8 and Chandana for 0 without scoring. Manoji Silva, well, he sits on 35 of his 16 balls. He's hit 6 4s and 1 6. Certainly the main contributor for the team thus far. Halfway through, we'll join you back in around 90 seconds time. Play to resume here in Sano. 59 for 3 after the 10 over mark. Somewhat of a fight back from Sereknights after a pretty dismal first power play 6 overs. There's another 4. So they continue, and perhaps for Asara Wakarama that'll feel really good. His first boundary of the innings. He's been out there for 22 balls just for the 2 runs previously, so the team would love it if he can get going to accompany Silva, who's just started with a blast. Wide, adjudged. And just a deft touch, but no run. Played simply down to long on, long off, quick enough to actually get round and do the fielding for long on. Perhaps a bit more off the boundary in that situation. Big turn on this, but batsman able to sit back and read it off the deck. Coming down the wicket and hoiking it and dropped, but won't drop over the boundary rope, so won't cost the team too much apart from pride of their fielding standards. Should have been taken, did the work to get to the ball pitching, just unable to hold on really. Overgone, 11 now done here at Sano. Pretty warm conditions. Maybe coming up 3 o'clock on the day. It's overcast, but it is 32 degrees. I'm just having a look at the bowler, making sure it is him. Yeah. That one a bit quicker through the air from him than the usual. Just realising Silva, he'll just play this nicely, cut well. Will they look for a second? Coming back for it. Non-striker struggling a little what, but Silva comfortable. He's doing a really good job for his team here. This time, again, he looks to just guide it behind point. This is out on the ball, perhaps just taking the eye off the ball momentarily. It's a game of mere margins. This time, that's plumb, surely, yes, given. Straight out. And a good decision from the umpire. Just hurried him up. And while Silva was looking to hit onside as well, he missed it completely. And it was on the pad, stopping the ball crashing into the wickets. 4th wicket falls, an important one, that of Manoji Silva. He has to go for his very well made 38 runs. pushed out to backward point. No run. Guyon, the new batter, again looks to push out to point in front of point, backward point, but they do scamper through. A wonderful shot for 4. Here's the JCA replay. He's new to the wicket, just clears the front foot and clobbers it through the covers for 4. Very open stance. This time he just pushes out to extra cover for no run. Oh, good delivery, that one from Hisham. This time's just turned wide of the mid-wicket, and deep backward square will have to come in to field that. Is a direct hit. It's a great throw, but batsman well within the crease. Final delivery coming up of over 13. The Sereknights continue to build their run rate, reaching close to 6 now. They haven't been anywhere near it. It'll be the first time in this game. They started very slowly, losing early wickets. Spanked out to what is a wide long off. Sala Wikrama continues his long stay at the crease. He's been out there for 27 deliveries, 28. Coming up 5 overs at his face, so he'll be looking to kick on with his score. He'll realise he's not going at a quick enough rate. 7 overs remain, 6 wickets in hand. Perhaps if he can just play a support role, anchor one end, and batsmen at the other end look to be more aggressive, looking to find the boundary. Got to keep chancing their arm. 110, 120 won't be good enough to win this match. Ideally, they'll be looking for a 120, 130. And it's going out round about an 8 and over, so it's possible. Really important how these two play, and by watching the ball through to the keeper there, well, that's not going to help the cause. You need to score off every possible delivery. There's plenty of space there on the offside. And it's a nice forward defence, but context of the game, your team needs more from you. Hit straight. Isn't quite timed it perfectly. Good enough to get back for 2 runs though. Good awareness that every run's vital. Need to push hard. If they're not picking up boundaries, then try and sneak some singles, turn 2s into what were 1s. Doesn't get it, clears the front foot, looking for the big aggressive shot over mid-wicket, but gets an inside edge that spills away for a single. End of the over. It is 82 for 4. 6 overs remain here. Another run picked up. An appeal turned down from the umpire. Clobbered straight, and straight enough for 4 runs, beating long off and long on. Well executed, dissecting the fielders there was Madhusankar. So, just an awareness for the viewers, you don't have the score up at the moment on your channel. There we go. You may recognise Alasama Wikrama Arachinchige has retired hurt, so his innings came to an end. Retired hurt for his 10 runs, coming from 28 balls. So, a new player to the wicket, Adesanya. It's a wide delivery. Not the first. Extras now racking up to 8. It's an extra over and a bit, having to be bowled at the opposition. Not ideal. It's back on the money. Wicket to wicket type bowling. Smacked straight and bouncing in front of long on. So smacked pretty flat. Outside of the bat, so it doesn't fly all the way to long on, who's quite square. Current score 95 for 4. It's not on your screen, and that'll come to the end of the 16th over. 4 remain here at Sano. Currently 95 for 4. Just the 4 overs remaining here for the Sereknights, and an appeal asking for the stumping, asking a second time, and surely if it hasn't been given by now, it is not out. It was quick work from the keeper. He felt probably confident that he'd got his man, but sometimes without the use of technology, it's not easy to give a close decision as such. Naked eye. Best always to go with the benefit of the batsman. Clobbered, sounded good off the bat and looks good on the scorecard. It's a maximum 6 from Modusanka. Just short, too short. And actually Gayan, sorry, not Modusanka, of course. It's Gayan who just climbed into it. Wonderful shot. Again, comes down the wicket, looking to be aggressive. Just has to wait for the ball, playing out to the cover region for a single. He's come in and played a fabulous innings for his team as Gayan. He's 25 now of his 26, sorry, of his 18 balls. Just added a bit of impetus to the team. Full toss, dragged to deep square. Overcalled, so no ball. Adjudged to be below the waistline. 19 runs off the 2 overs. Gadka. 104 on the board. 3 overs remain. So there's hope. It's finally above that 6 line, the run rate. So the Sereknights, credit to them, have continued to up the run rate, albeit slowly. I think Asala Wakrama, well, is 10 of 28 balls. Is at the top. Thiramana is 8 of 11, not so bad, but just gave them a slow start. Since then, Manoj Silva came in and played a beautiful innings, 38 of 22 balls, as is Chitral Gayan at the moment. He's doing a good job for his team. Need to get up, ideally 140, but they'll settle for 130s. Can they add 30 runs off these 3 remaining overs? First one sounded really good and is a beautiful shot over long on's head. Wonderful shot, 6 runs. A full maximum off the first ball immediately puts the bowler under pressure. But it's the type of shot he played. Just didn't look to overhit it, just based on technique and timing. This time, looking to run hard for the first run to come back for a second, and they do so comfortably. 8 runs off the first 2 balls. It's a brilliant start. Can they push? Can they keep pushing to, as I say, 140? Be magical to think where they were after 6 overs. Down the wicket, punishing it over cover. It gets a thickish edge, so it's out towards backward point. And again, they scramble through for a 2. 10 off the first 3 balls. Wouldn't they love another 10 off the remaining 3? Again, played out towards point. He's having to do a lot of work in the last few balls. Not the strongest of arms either by the looks, so comfortable too. These 2s all add up. Sereknights looking to finish strongly here. Think where they are, where they've come from. Oh, the middle order have done a good job. Down the wicket, gets the inside edge, goes nowhere, no run. 1 ball remains. just out of reach for the bowler to take a C and B, but it only cost the 1 run. And a good over for the Sereknights, finishing strongly here. 117 for 4 on the board, 2 overs remain. And as I say, where they've come from, they started 12 for 1, 22 for 2, 22 for 3 after almost 6 overs. So the last 12 overs, well, they've managed almost to put on 100 runs. It's been a good comeback from them. Last wicket falling at 68 for 4 in almost the 12th over. Another single picked up. Sanka and Gayan doing a really good job to finish it off here for Sereknights. This could be an opportunity, or it may not be, and it's the latter. It's an opportunity for one of the JCA, either staff or coaching team, to field that one. Monstered, just used his momentum from coming down the wicket and just muscled it over long off. Looks perhaps like another training match going on out there, perhaps men's youth, under 19s perhaps. Good running, looked to be 2 picked up. Sereknights continue to finish strongly here. They've given their bowlers something to bowl at, something to defend. Looks like they're going to finish somewhere in the high 130s, if not 140s. Keep batting like that. Why not 150? Great shot. 6. Beautiful 6. Go on. Here's the replay. Just clearing the front. Wow, that's an earlier shot. That's over long off. It's a couple of balls previous. But throw Gayan, the wicketkeeper, or alongside Marutha, the wicketkeeper for his team. Hasn't he added something? What a great contribution to his team. 40 now of 21. He goes to hit again, likes hitting off the back foot, likes clearing the front foot. Just the one taken. $16 off the over. 1 ball remains. Can they get another boundary to just put 140 within their sights? Played along the ground. Probably just the one. And pretty slack running, really, I have to say. Playing such a shot like that, I expect my non-striker down the other end and looking for a possible second, but wasn't to be. 1 run. Let's hope Sereknights don't lose by 1 run. Final over here at Sano. Warm conditions, local time 3:25. 32 degrees. Match in the balance, really. So I think Titans will be capable or happy to chase a score of under 150. But certainly match on, especially if Sereknights can take early wickets in the power play. This game is all on. Be heading towards an exciting finish here in Sano. Kudka, his 3rd. He's being tonked and caught. Yeah, good catch. What a catch. By the sounds of the Sereknights teammates, they were thrilled with the result, the sound off the bat. Thinking it would carry, well, wasn't to be. Probably 2-3 meters inside the boundary. Catch comfortably taken. And the Titans will be glad to see the end of that partnership. A healthy one for Sereknights. The 5th wicket falls. 5 balls remain. Can they get up to 140, 145? Who knows? Gayan, well, he'll want to be on strike. Matasanka played a good innings. Gone. We are on a hat-trick, ladies and gentlemen. Lakpriya, he wanted just to hit from ball 1. Fair enough, it is the last over. Wickets in hand. Went to clobber it over the mid-wicket region. Got a bit thickish on him and caught comfortably at long on. We have a hat-trick opportunity for Thakuri. And, well, Sereknights are limping towards the finish line of their innings here. Can they finish with a bit of momentum? Sanjeewa really just wants to get a single, get Gayan on strike. Perhaps tries to do so. Oh, it's a wide. Can Sanjeewa get their informed teammate Gayan? Gayan, can they get him on strike for the remaining 3 balls? 4 balls to go. How good is Sanjeewa? Misses out. Keeper standing up, no opportunity for a quick run, a quick bye to be taken. And really needs to get bat on ball here to Sanjeewa. You can see the frustration from Guyana at the other end. It's like a caged tiger. Wants to get down. Slashed at. Slash as well. They should get back for 2 if they want to take it. The big question is, no. They want Guyana on strike, and that's understandable. So, McCurdy continues. Missed out on a hat-trick. Got a couple, but this time he's on the receiving end of a huge 6. Both in trajectory and in distance. Wonderful shot. Can he get his 50? Final ball. Here we see he just launches into it. Muscles it high and long. Final delivery coming up for the Sereknights innings. What can they do? It's a wide one that'll cost them. And Gayan turning his partner down for a possible run. A bye. Much prefer for him to take strike against this final delivery. He's on 47. Can he bring up a milestone with a maximum or a boundary? Goes hard at it. They'll run hard. It's dropped, coming back for a second, and unfortunately, well, Gayan, he will remain stranded on 49, but 49 not out. He did a wonderful job for his team, especially coming off the 24 balls. That is the end of the innings. I think the Sereknights will be quite happy with where they finish up, 145, just short perhaps of par, what we thought was 150. But from where they've come from, they lost wickets early, and really they've provided through their middle order a couple of batting heroics coming in the form of Gayan, his 49, supported by Mandusanka, 21, and Manoj Silva, his 38. Really to give the team something to bowl at. Something they may even defend. We'll find out in around 8 minutes, where we will see the Tokyo Titans begin their chase of 146 runs for victory. Welcome back to Sano International Cricket Ground. Welcome to the fixture, the halfway point. The second innings about to begin for the Tokyo Titans. They need 146 runs for victory. Here's ball one. Important Sereknights start well, and that is a good start. Wispy action from the bowler from Mountain End, Mount Karasawa End here at Sano. Could be a very tight finish to this game. We'll know a lot more after the first 6 overs, the power play. Sereknights slow during that period. Can the Titans take advantage? Quick single taken, gets the innings underway. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Welcome back to Sano. The chase here for the Titans. 146 for victory. They'll be looking to start better than the Sereknights did in their first 6 overs. Power play, they were very slow. Hit, it's aerial, but it's aerial and through the gap. Races away for 4 runs. So the first boundary here for the Titans in their search of victory. This is the second outing for the Sereknights team. They started with victory over the KKR, Kawasaki Knight Riders. The Titans, well, game 1 is here. Oh, it's a good delivery, short of length, and just letting the bowler know he's got that at part of his arsenal. Good delivery. Now the good delivery, honing in on the stumps. It's been well played though. Batsman just gave himself room and played off the back foot out through the covers. Pierces the gap, creates another 2 runs that'll bring the end of the over. 7 off it. As I mentioned, really slow start for the Sereknights in their power play. Didn't help, of course, through the loss of the wickets. 2 wickets falling in over 6, but they got through to 26 for 3 off their first 6 overs. It's just a run rate of just over 4. Not good enough in this level of cricket. And part of those 6 overs were 2 maidens bowled by Sanjeev. He bowled a really good opening 3 over spell. Sanjeev bowling first, new bowler in for the second over, and really hasn't carried, didn't time it really, and falls safely. Head off, unable to nab that. It was a good finish, however, from the Sereknights. They started badly, but from over 6, especially from over around 8, 9, 10, they had a good impetus. A couple of middle-order batsmen came in and got good runs for them. Sanka, the new bowler, of course it is. Bowling from the school end here. Keen to get his team off to a good start by taking an early wicket, creating pressure. He'll realise his team did not start well at all. Sanka himself adding a good 21 runs with the bat. Played well his innings. This one, it's gone pretty high. I'm just wondering if the fielders have got a chance. No, carries. For a moment there, I thought he just skied it. I thought the projection was a bit higher. See here on the replay. Very open stance, allowing him to hit through with the arms. The ball pitches over the first boundary rope. There are two out there, but crosses the important one. Inside edge. And fortunate for seeing the first one was brought up from skill and class, the first boundary. The second boundary, well, a little bit of luck swinging his way. Could have easily deflected back onto leg stump. Good delivery, honing in on middle and off. Sanka's over comes to an end. 2 boundaries part of it. 2 overs down, 19 runs on the board. Lovely stroke for 4 runs. Sorry, scooped up. Was short. Bit of rainfall in your sea on your screen. It's a real worry. We were supposed to get some thunderstorm warnings. Bit of heat in the atmosphere. It's 32 degrees and overcast. It was around about a 40% chance of rain. Hopefully it's just a shower that will pass on. I was quite happy to stay out there currently. Down leg and wide pull. Ball perhaps just becoming a bit slippery, hard to hold on to. Just got away in his hand. I'm sure someone on the team out there will have a towel, or should have a towel. He based close to the bowler to be able to dry it between deliveries. Sanjeewa, this time dragged across. Pretty agricultural looking shot, but effective at that. 4 runs. Seemed to get his head way out of position, but good enough with the hand-eye coordination. Placed in a position where no fielders were even close to within 10-20 metres. to say to Salman, it's a good shot. Sanjeewa maybe thinking he seemed a little uncomfortable on the back foot. This time now he's going full, and it's deemed another one. Off the back foot again, Salman plays out cover field, sweeper. Just pokes at it. Appeals, believing they may have heard something, but the keeper and first slip are in better position to adjudge whether there is any bat part of that shot. Deemed not so. Final ball of Sanjeewa's over, about to come up. 28 on the board. They have already surpassed the score, that of Sereknights, after their 6-over mark. So ahead of the game. If the Duckworth-Lewis should come into it, they are ahead of the game, the Tokyo Titans. Yeah, around 4 o'clock today, there were thunderstorm alerts. The advisory, chance of rain being around 40%, but could be up to 7-8 mils worth. So here's hoping it doesn't affect the game. It is the rainy season here in Japan, a little later than usual. Usually the rainy season occurs in June. Well, not this year. $118 required from 102. The required run rate not of concern at the moment. With 10 wickets in hand, you wonder if they just try and step it up a bit, or the Tokyo Titans try and get their not only a victory but a positive net run rate. Turned and just missing out on fine leg, who's in that short fine leg, perhaps 40 degree angle. Heart would have been in his mouth, I think, of Salman, but no, it was clear of the fielder. Unable to do anything about that. It's ball one. Got him, gone, bowls him. And, well, his teammates thrilled, more so than the bowler himself. Takes out leg stump. Salman just playing all around it after looking good from an earlier couple of strokes. But this time, plays too late. It was perhaps, wasn't the wrong decision in terms of shot selection. But he just seemed to be a bit late on it. And between bat and pad, leg stump goes flying. First wicket falls. Sereknights 32 for 1. And Madusanka, the star for his team, taking that first wicket. Can he continue? 4 deliveries left in the over. The rain seems to seems to have eased somewhat, but 4-wicket dot. Bit of everything in this over. Kishkamat, the new batter for the Titans, their chance to chase the score down. Plays straight, plays beautifully. 4 runs, a way to get off the mark. Just the manner in which he played it seemed very much self-assured. Hitting with a straight blade through the shot, holding the pose in complete control and balance. It's a great start for Kishkamat. His team would have enjoyed that stroke. This one's wide and down leg. Just umpire holding the bowler. Something distracted the batsman who just seemed to pull out. Feel the game and the balance here. Sereknights can ill afford boundaries to continue or a partnership to be built. They really need to strike again if they have any chance to defend this score. It's run rate at the moment just under the 10 mark. Titans have started extremely strongly. Part of their power play. Mentioned earlier, at the end of the power play for the Sereknights, they were hovering on around 23. They had lost early wickets, of course. That does do it to a team. When you lose 3 wickets, well, you sort of assess how to play out the remainder of this power play. The Titans, they can afford to still continue to be aggressive. They've lost to 1 wicket. 12 balls remain in the power play. I think they'll realise they don't have to do anything stupid to chase this score down. They've started well. Run rate required by them, it's probably 7, just under 7 mark. In fact, yeah, under that 7 mark, isn't it? You will see the rain on your screen there. Umpires comfortable enough not to take players off due to it being rather light. Hasn't really brought any relief to the temperature. The rain, it's still, temperatures up around 31 degrees. She's a hot part of the world, is Sano Tochigi, Japan, especially in the months of June, July, August, September. Skews off the outside of his bat for 4 runs. Third man unable to haul that in. Just looking to open the blade a little. Don't know if he was in full control of the shot, but definitely looking to hit in that behind point region. Seeing on strike, here's a little premeditated move. Wide called. good delivery. Unable to do much with that. Was seeing previous boundary has brought that run rate, down to 6.5. Very manageable for the Titans team as long as they have wickets in hand. They don't want to go about losing 4 or 5 wickets, and wow, could this be the start? Could this be a revival for the Sereknights taking an easy catch? I was just saying, this will be a comfortable chase, should be a comfortable chase for the Titans unless they start losing batsmen. When that happens, well, pressure comes on the incoming batsman to keep going at a rate. It's only 6.5, but it's the pressure that it brings. At the moment, they're still odds-on favourite to take the game here. Sereknights, they'll be desperate to continue to take wickets to force this game deep. So, plenty of voice from the Sereknights team. Just geeing up their bowler. They know how important this period of the game is. We'll take another 1-2 wickets here. But suddenly there's a lot of pressure exerted on the Titans outfit. In contrast, the Titans. It's a given, gone. Yeah, looked good. Just wondering if they got in an inside edge, but the umpire just taking a moment to consider all aspects of the appeal. The finger goes up, and that is 4 down. Sorry, 3 down. Well. They've started so positively, the Titans, but with the loss of wickets, well, it's amazing how quickly this game can turn. 3 down, and on a hat-trick too. This will be a hat-trick ball. Chandana Wasantha, can he be the hero? Can he get a hat trick on this? Could be a special day out for him. He's already contributed to his team, getting them back in this contest, exerting some pressure and bringing that run rate down. Hat trick ball and turn. But, Misfield will allow a single to be taken and just releases that pressure. You can feel building. Lots of voice in the field from the Sereknights. They believe. They know if they can get the Titans 5-6 down with the remaining 10 overs, the amount of pressure that goes on that late order is immense. Another good delivery. Just a really nagging length. The line all honing in on the stumps. Well, I thought he had one more ball remaining, but over's been called. Oh no. Yeah, I still count one short, as you'll see on your screen. But no, it is correct from the umpire. 6 balls have been bowled. Brilliant figures for Wasantha, 2 for 6. 5 overs gone, the final over of the power play. They won't want to lose another wicket with the Titans, so it'll be interesting to see how they play this. Perhaps happy enough with their current run rate. Has been around 10 over 10. Been recently brought back down to 9, but still healthy, extremely healthy. The team really only need to go at less than 7 to win it. Plays and misses, and an appeal given as wide. This looks to be Asitha Suresh. I just confirmed that, but I think it's Suresh, the new bowler from the school end here. Starts with a wide delivery. Comes back. Not much pace on it, just seems to die. Keeper perhaps looking to come up a little bit closer. Shouts of support there for his bowler and the teammates. Yeah, good fielding. Hunting around the block, not allowing any easy single to be taken. Mental strain on the batters and awareness may force them into making a mistake. Game in the balance here at Sano. The afternoon match, local time currently 4:10. With a good delivery here. This is Suresh. The Kurdi is on strike. Sorry that the graphics aren't up on your screen at the moment. They will come. Played, and a bit of hesitation and an opportunity for a run out. Well, it's gone. Although the umpire may not have been able to see that, but in the end given. And well, a comedy of errors really. The batsman, well, massive mix-up in communication and perhaps hesitation and giving up before realising there was a misfield. Who knows how that could have turned out. In the book, it'll go down as a wicket, and as we talked about, nerves, how much they play a part of this game. The Titans 2 overs ago were flying along, 10, 11 and over, only the 1 wicket down, looking comfortable. All of a sudden, 3 wickets later, they are 4 down, staring at a close finish, still needing another 100 plus runs to win. You see that current run rate's dropped now down to 8. As I say, was up around the 11 mark. Sereknights bowlers, they've done well. We saw them bowl well against KKR and restrict them from getting over a total of 153. And the Sereknights do it again, defend perhaps a subpar total. Suresh, there we go, the graphics are up. The Katka on strike. He's just arrived at the crease and he's defending. They do have the ability to play themselves in somewhat, these two batsmen, given that the run rate was so positive at the beginning of the innings. 45 for 4, 6 overs gone, the end of the power play here at Sano. Driven and a misfield. Only the one run taken, and perhaps was always going to be taken prior to the misfield, so it won't cost the team. Every ball an event in this game. It could go down to the wire. Getting driven straight. Mid-on is in the action again. He's on the 30-yard circle. But, sorry, the previous ball run was not taken, even though there was a misfield. Interesting. Important to pick up singles when you can. T20 cricket's not all about the power hitting. Saw a fabulous innings from Shubham Shukla this morning, scoring 100. Played both with power and soft hands, fine touches, a deft touch. Sometimes if dot balls build up, you just need to drop and run. As long as the communications lines are good with your partner. Here's his aggressive. It's over mid-on's head and over his head for 4 runs. Katka goes big. A boundary. One we haven't seen for a while for the Titans. Over 4 was the last boundary scored. They were coming a dime a dozen in the opening power play overs. Just defended back to the bowler. Passes through the keeper and a good delivery. Just the one boundary, otherwise a very good over. Osantha, his figures 2 for 11 total. The Tokyo Titans, in search of victory of 146, sit at 50 for 4, 7 overs gone. Mid-on did well in cutting the ball off from the boundary rope. He's in quite a square position there. Batsman dragged it onto the onside, trying to get it between bowler and mid-on for 4. They'll need to be good in the field with Sereknights. Just looking at where Sereknights were at the same stage in their innings, well, they're on 23. They were very, very slow in the opening 8-9 overs before the middle order put the foot down. They just played out over 7 as a maiden, giving you some insight into how they were playing the match at that stage. Driven from Kudka. It's placed beautifully. A lot of space in the outfield out there. Suresh just adjusting the fielder. Swing and a miss. This game, you can just feel it's going to go down to the wire. The run rate's not too difficult to ask, but it's the wickets, the column of 4 wickets that makes things difficult for the Titans. They can ill afford to lose a couple of wickets here, especially before the sort of last 5 overs of the match. I'll be looking just to perhaps play riskless strokes, pick up 1s or 2s, perhaps the odd boundary, but going 6 at an over without losing wickets would be key for them. Eight overs done, 54 for 4 here at Sano. Batsman just lets the ball go through to the keeper. Just having a look, can afford to do so if the run rate well within check. Using his wrists, he turns it behind square, who does well to unable to keep the run being scored, but struck straight. It's gone aerial though. Mid off, under the ball, and drops it. Oh, how costly will that be? Real shame for the Sereknights team. Floated, full toss, and it's played out to deep mid wicket. It's not going to reach the boundary, but the running between the wickets is good enough to pick up 2. You feel this match could go either way if these two continue to bat another 4 or 5 overs. Feel that the game falls within their favour. However, the Sereknights, asks the question, if Sereknights take a wicket or 2 here, then they'll be well on top. The game really is in the balance for an exciting finish here on a Saturday afternoon, 4:23 local time. Currently 30 degrees out there pitch side. Looks to turn on the onside, deemed wide. Another run to the total. Asantha, his last ball of his 3rd over, and it's just defended to backward point. No run, 9 overs gone, 59 for 4. Titans, are they on their way to victory? Come up, play straight, back to the bowler. He manages to get a hand on it and not allow any run. Aerial, but falls safely and long off, having to do the work, coming probably 10-15 metres to his left. Saves the boundary though. Titans still well ahead in terms of where the Sereknights were. It was the Sereknights period from around about the 9th, 10th over. They continued to build well. They lost 1 or 2 wickets in their final 8 overs. Good throw comes in from the boundary. Good flat, fast throw. Keeper lets the fielder back in up, receive it. Kishkamat. He and Kadka building a little partnership here. Could be a very vitally important one for the team. I think they've played their cricket well. They've put away some risky shots just in favour of more consistent shots, or shots that are not going to induce a wicket but allow the totals just to tick over, picking up 1s and 2s. They can pick up 5, 6, 7 in each over. They will then find near the end of the game they can afford to be a bit more risky with wickets in hand and try and up the rate. Really is the game in balance, and it only takes one ball for it to fall in favour of a team, whether that's a wicket or a maximum. Final ball here for Suresh. 9 off it thus far. Costly misfield. They'll come back for a second. No, they don't. Well, again, but lackadaisical sometimes running between the wickets of these teams. Surely there is an opportunity there to pick up a second run. 10 overs gone. The teams will take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with you in around 90 seconds. 64 for 4. Tokyo Titans are in chase of 146. Back for the final quarter of the match here at Sano. Still continues to drizzle. You see it on your camera screen, wherever you're watching from. This game really in the balance. 64 for 4, chasing 146. Theramana about to open his account from the mountain end. Starts with a wide one. Quick single taken. And a bit of a collision between bowler and slide. It's all happening. And gets home safely with the ball hitting the batsman in the end. Well, it just shows the desperation to get back to his crease, and you can understand why it's so important to do so. Cannot have a run out here for the Titans. They would like to continue batting these two. If they can just bat another 5 overs, get them through to sort of a 90. With the last 50, they can have a real good crack at. You feel Sereknights, they're just continuing to strangle their opposition, bringing that run rate down. It's just chipped out to mid-on. Mid-wicket comes in, deep mid-wicket to field it. Again, played out to mid-wicket for us, another single, 3 off it, 4 so far off the over. Clobbered, it won't carry it long on, it will take it on the bounce for another single. Run rate required around 8. It's amazing how this game's changed, the run rates. Another single taken. And turned down, but in the end, the non-striker ambles through. Has no right to turn a single down there when being called through from the batter on strike. much better position to judge whether he'd beaten the fielder or not. And pretty good over from Thirutamana. Tokyo Titans, they need another 75 runs off 9 overs. It's going at a run rate of 8. They do have 6 wickets in hand. Currently, they are still above Sereknights when you look at the worm, as it's known, the graph showing where the team was positioned, what run rate they were going at. Well, they're currently just above where the Sereknights were, but the Sereknights at a really good last 10 overs. Just losing 3 wickets, but pushing the run rate up for their team. So, as I say, the game really is in the balance. I think if the Sereknights take another wicket here, it'll fall in their favour. It's the question here to the umpire. And I'm just trying to work out what's going on here. But he thought the bowler would take a short break. Be back with you shortly. So after a slight delay in the game, we're back live. Keshkamat facing on 14 alongside partner Akadka. He's just taken time to get a helmet as the batsman. Understandable with Maritha bowling. Good quick pace. Important couple of overs coming up here to see which way this match swings. He's been carted over mid-wicket. It's a lovely shot. And it's a shot that just sort of affirms again the Titans favoured to win this. Can they continue? It's amazing how the game of T20 cricket swings, the ebbs and flows of the game. This time, it's defended, it's deflected off the shoulder of the bat, behind backward point. And third man, who's quite straight, sorry, has come around to field the ball. Really good match finish coming up here. Sereknights keen to break this partnership that has just frustrated them over these past 4 or 5 overs. Medusa walking down the wicket, skies it off the top of the bat. Chance, caught and bowled, gone. A CMB for Medusa. And has he changed the match back into favour of his teammates, the Sereknights? Advancing down the wicket somewhat, Kodka. You just wonder if that had Medusa bang it in a bit shorter. It did hit sky off, got big on the batsman. Skied off the top of the bat, the high end of the bat. And the 5th wicket falls there. 81 for 5. 8 overs remain. The pass score, in case they did go off for rain, is 89. So the Titans are behind the Duckworth-Lewis score. But it looks like they are keen to continue batting through this drizzle. More runs here for the Titans' cause. Just floating it up as the bowler, almost asking the Titan batsman to have a go. They can ill afford another wicket to be lost at this point. Comes down the wicket, gets it, but hits it straight to long off, and another wicket falls. And that's just another bad decision, really, from the Titan batsman. Could have played the same shot, probably along the ground. Yes, would not reap the same benefits, but in some games it's better to bat time or to push the game deeper, keep wickets in reserve. Now 6 down, you're asking your number 8 batsman to come out. When he does come out, to go at a rate at 8 and over. Not easy. Also with that wicket, well, the Duckworth-Lewis score just changes somewhat. It's recalculated, and it suddenly was previous to the wicket on 90. Well, now it shoots up to 97. So the effect of Duckworth-Lewis too could come into the result of this match. Hopefully not. Love to get through the game. Just another 7.5 overs remain. Players look very happy to continue, but what we'll see is perhaps some misfields, errors, slipping over, perhaps of batsmen running between wickets. Who knows what's going to happen? But Sereknights turning the screws like they did against KKR in their first win, round 1. Got him! Played. Sorry, it was a stumping effort and appeal, given not out. Takur's back foot never moved. For a moment I was blocked from the view of the batsman. I thought he had taken off stump, but good glove work there. And brings the end of the over. Good over for the Sereknights, really dragging this game back into their favour. Keeper is Gayan, the keeper for the Sereknights. Just confirming that. Earlier appeal. Stumping. A run taken. Feel both teams, the nerves, the anxiousness and the voice. Any dot balls like gold for the Serendib team. Just pushes that run rate higher, puts more pressure on the batsman to play shots. Edged and caught. Wonderful catch. Brilliant catch. Good pace from Muditha and a wonderful catch from the keeper, Gayan. Here's a look at the replay, and this is some smart cricket from the Sereknights. Edge, and yeah, wonderful catch, diving to his right, getting two hands to the ball. Classic technique and a well-held catch. And the 7th wicket for Sereknights. Titans now under somewhat real pressure. 82 for 7. Sereknights continue to squeeze the team through some tight bowling and some crank fielding. Better of the example set then. Wonderful catch to the keeper. Saying the new batsman for the Tokyo Titans, can he be the hero? Can he get a few out of the middle just to pull this run rate back into something realistic? It's now almost up to 10. 64 required of 6.4 overs. The game really has swung between both teams. This is a wide ball. Another one to the total, much needed. One to the total for the Titans. Squeezed out to point for a single. No, looks turned down actually. Well, this run rate continues to climb for Tokyo Titans. It's amazing, they started so positively. Sereknights have done a good job just wrestling the game back into their favour. Run rate now up to 10 and firmly perhaps just judging the last few overs, the momentum is firmly in favour of the Sereknights team. It's going to require some fireworks for Titans to get up. Can Thakur provide them? Well, he attempts, but unable to. Again, slashes at a big appeal for a caught behind, feeling there was an edge, feather perhaps. Well, usually a feather means it's hard to hear, especially if you're the umpire at the other end, deemed not out. Really is just lobbing them up as the Ramana, enticing the batsman to have a go. He knows if he doesn't get all of it, it'll be another wicket, another nail in the coffin. This time he does. Gets a hold of it. He does, but not well enough. It's caught in the deep, and the plan works. Thiramana just tossing it up here. As I suggested earlier, enticing the batsman to have a go at him. And, well, he did. Plan came off, caught in the deep. 8 wickets down now, the Sereknights on top here. How the game has changed over these last 6 to 8 overs. Titans were looking really good after the power play, well ahead in terms of the run rate, the worm, but no longer. They have finally fallen below the worm, and as I talked about earlier, they finished really well, Sereknights. This is a nice shot. This is 4 runs. There's still some belief. Can these two play a heroic partnership together and get them up within a chance? Perhaps 10, 15 needed off the last over. Oh, you never know in cricket. It is a game of margins. This time gives himself room. Lucky he doesn't lose his bails in the meantime. Overdone, 15 gone. The score, 87 for 8. And a real mountain to climb for the Tokyo Titans. Run rate required now almost 12. Innings has not gone to plan. They started so well. Swing and a miss. He thought back into the attack. He's still got 2 overs remaining. This time, variation ball doesn't come out of the hand, drags it down for a wide. Just defended, drop and run. Shy taken, would have been out, would have been well short. Ruther running in from the school end here. It's been slapped out onto the onside and dropped. Would have been interesting had he held on, whether his momentum would have actually taken him across the boundary. Who knows, he may have flicked it back into an awaiting fielder teammate, but well, you don't need to analyse it. In the end, it was 6 runs through the hands and over the rope for the Maximin. And some belief still for the Titans. Good in-swinging delivery and good pace on it from Uditha. Beat the batsman. Keeper did well to get down low to his left to take the ball. Sajid bowled so well earlier on. Can he be a hero for the team with the bat? Just missing leg stump, just over the top. Can this be a second victory here for the Sereknights? Played out into the offside through the covers. They'll come just to take the one. As I say, mentioned earlier, a lot of games coming up over the next couple of months for the JPL T20 series, JCL T20 series, sorry. End of the over, 146, the target 96, so can they get through? It's going to be a tough ask. They need some heroics with the bat. Cricket coming up. If you are wanting, please subscribe to the channel, the YouTube channel. Japan Cricket's also across all social media platforms. Hope you're enjoying the match and via fan code in India, or the subcontinent, sorry. An appeal not given, and seems a little perplexed. Yes, is given. We might just have a look at the replay at this one. I was looking at the upcoming fixture list sheet, sorry. We'll go through the upcoming fixtures from next week, but let's just see if we get a replay on this. Seemed a simple decision, really. It was bold, and it was Thiramana who got the wicket. Sajid out bowled for 7 balls, sorry, he got his 11. Overthrows here, so a chance to pick up another run. Probably won't affect the overall result. 48 required off just 22 balls, 1 wicket in hand. Can Sereknights finish the game early? An appeal, again just logged up here. Nazar is the new batter. Hisham Mohammed Nazar. Again, Thiramana just tossing it up, enticing the batsman into a shot. 2 runs picked up, and even with the misfield. They were comfortable. Even without the misfield throw, they were comfortable. .46 required of just 20 balls. When you're the number 11 batsman walking in, well, it's a tough ask. Can't be expected to win it for your team here. Run rate required up to 14. Played out to Point. Point will have to chase it down. It won't reach the boundary. It does reach the... Oh, it's flicked back in. Good effort. And I believe the batsman will just cross for a 2. Runs needed now down to 44. The 100 is up. Titans will be disappointed of how they've played this match. And another appeal, plays all around it. So obviously been the end. What looks to be like certain victory here for the Sereknights. Just 3 overs remain. 44 runs needed. Three overs remain. It's carded and full short. Good running. 43 of 17. The equation. Perhaps something achievable for your top order batsmen, especially ones that have become used to the pitch or had been out there in the middle for a while. Different story though when you have your number 11 alongside number 9 batsman. They will require a bit of luck. They will require a boundary, perhaps 2 each over. As promised, matches coming up over the next few weeks. Next weekend, we have the Titans taking on Max. Kawasaki Knight Riders taking on the Titans. And following that weekend, it's the Alpha Quashers, Sano, and the Wombats taking on the Falcons. In the play, the keeper's excitement to take the bailers off. He's taken out middle stump, so the umpire will just go through his usual checks. Redutha honing in again on a Yorker type length. Misfield from his teammate who's just hobbling out there. A bit lackadaisical. Perhaps he's carrying an injury. Another single picked up, but it's not enough for the Titans. They need to deal in boundaries. Winding up towards the end of this game. Can they produce some heroics, the Titans batsmen? They just find a boundary or 2. Just put some pressure back on the team. And no, because that is that. No, so I'll just have a look at the replay here. No, it's an appeal, but I'm trying to see the umpire's hand. He has put it up. The finger is up. Just looking for confirmation here. No, didn't think so. Judged to be going down leg. It was a good appeal. I thought the way the keeper was celebrating it had been given. But it was just signalling end of over. 2 overs remain. 12 balls. And 41 runs needed. 41 off 12. Well, it's a run rate that's got 20 and over. That's a tough ask for the later batsmen, the tail enders. What can they do? This one they've just defended back. Ball 1. Perhaps just looking at where he can get a maximum. Eyeing up the onside, perhaps. Looking to go that way. No, it's just a drop and run. No cause for concern for Sereknights. They'll quite happily concede a single. .40 off 10. Played out to point for no run. It's 40 off 9. It's all over unless wides or no balls are bowled. Mathematically, the game has been won pending any massive error or brain fades from this team. It's been an interesting battle between the two teams. Titans. Quick appeal for a run out and given. Game over. It ends early here in Sano. Bullet arm in from the field results in a run out. The final wicket is clipped. Played well, but it was always going to be a tight run. Sham sets off, but ends up short. Game over here at Sano as they get through a couple of the rain interruptions or rain that fell. It's good to see the players play through. The umpires keep them out on the field to complete this game. The final result, well, 145 runs to Sereknights. They limit their opposition to 106. It's a win by 40 runs. It will take the Sereknights to the top of the table. As for the Tokyo Titans, they sit at the bottom. It's just they've only had the one game played. If we look through, well, Manoj Silva's 38 and Gayan's 49, along with Mandusanka's 21. The middle order did a great job for the Sereknights to get a score up to 145. And then in reply, well, Kadka has 22 and a couple of Kishkamat at the top. 3 17s from Singh, Salman and Kishkamat. Wasn't enough. They started well, but they lost wickets throughout the middle and late order. In the end, they end up short by 39 runs. Comfortable victory here today to the Sereknights. Do join us. We hope you've enjoyed today's match. Do subscribe to Japan Cricket on YouTube. Do follow us on the social media platforms. If you're living in the Indian subcontinent and watching via fan code, we hope you've enjoyed today's match. Good afternoon. Hope to see you next weekend.